Compost Tea today. We're making an aerated batch of worm castings tea, actually, using a real simple bucket method and some unsulfured molasses. A lot of people are using compost tea. There's all kinds of videos on the web. I just wanted to show you my setup. I got two bubblers because I can, and I like the air. This one's dual outlet running into a valve there. I think a gag valve they call it. It's got some splitters going into two 6-inch air stones here that are going to sit on the bottom of this freshly cleaned bucket. It's probably about three or 4 gallons I'm going to make up here. Basically that's about the setup. We're going to put the worm castings in this mesh bag. It's a juicing bag. I've seen a paint strainer they use in other sites and things like that. This one I just happen to have around for juicing vegetables, things like that. So with compost tea, you really want to make sure that you don't have chlorinated water. So what I'm going to do here is use my rain barrel, which is actually getting some water right as we speak, so that there's no chlorine and it's just healthy, clean water. If you do use tap water, you just have to run the air stones, I think, for several hours to dechlorinate it. But I have rain barrel water, so there you go. We've got the handful of worm castings going into the water with the small air stone, and you really want that to float so that it's getting agitated by the bubbles from the bottom. You don't want it to sink or have any dead spots, so that there's oxygen getting to all of it. Like I said, there's a lot more informational sites around. I'm just going to show you my technique. I've only done this once before, so I don't claim to be any expert. So anybody has any suggestions, I will add the unsulfured molasses here. I'm going to go with just a small amount. It's warm here, and they say the warmer that it is, the less food, because the quicker the bacteria will procreate, multiply, and divide, that kind of thing. So we don't want to add too much because they'll use up all their resources real fast. So I'm basically going to leave this bag of compost in there for 8 hours. That's the best information I can find. All it says to leave that in for about 8 hours, and then run it again after with taking the bag out and keeping the air stones going for another 12 to 20 hours. Less time, the warmer it is, longer, the colder it is. So it's pretty warm here, but it drops down to about 70 at night. So I'll probably run it about 20 hours altogether, 8 hours with the bag and maybe another 12 hours without the bag in there. So I'm about to add about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of molasses, and I read that you can put all kinds of other stuff in there, but from what I can tell, I'm just going to use the worm castings and the molasses, and then I think when I'm done, I'm going to add the seaweed that I got here to add more minerals to it, but not beforehand. So last time I brewed it, I used some kind of the fish fertilizer. I didn't notice any good or bad traits, but I've heard that it can breed all kinds of things that are unbeneficial, E. coli and that. So I'm just going to play it on the super safe side and just do it really simple this time. Anyway, that's my worm poop tea. Thanks for watching.